But we begin with Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen at the White House tonight with the scrutiny over the president's endorsement amid a federal probe into her handling of State Department emails. Good evening, James.
Brett, good evening. In the grand sweep of American history and the lineage of the Democratic Party, you could say that today's big announcement by President Obama represents a passing of the torch to the previous generation. 8 years after they battled for the Democratic nomination and a few hours before she clinched it this time around, President Obama endorsed Hillary Clinton in a 3-minute video recorded Tuesday and released today on Twitter and the Clinton campaign website.
I don't think there's ever been someone so qualified to hold this office. She's got the courage, the compassion, and the heart to get the job done.
The video appeared little more than an hour after Clinton's rival, Senator Bernie Sanders, finished a private session with the president in the Oval Office and sketched out for reporters a vision of the American economy starkly at odds with the record Mr. Obama touts.
We will continue doing everything that we can to oppose the drift which currently exists toward an oligarchic form of society where a handful of billionaires exercise enormous power over our political, economic, and media life.
In a reprise of their first joint rally 8 years ago this month, the White House announced the president will campaign with Clinton on Wednesday in Green Bay, Wisconsin, a state Mr. Obama carried twice. New York Times reporter Mark Landler is the author of Alter Egos, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and the Twilight Struggle over American Power.
And the interesting thing to watch over the next few months is whether she puts a little daylight between herself and the president on some of the areas, Syria, Libya, places where there were differences between them during the first term when she served as his Secretary of State.
Never before has a president endorsed someone under investigation by the Department of Justice. The White House sees no conflict of interest.
Okay. James.
So when a career prosecutor or an FBI agent who's working on the Clinton investigation hears this president speak openly of how he wants Hillary Clinton to succeed him, you don't think that that career prosecutor or that FBI agent takes that as some indication of how the president wants to see this case resolved?
He knows the people who are conducting the investigation aren't going to be swayed by any sort of political interference.
And perhaps by coincidence, but as if on cue, Attorney General Loretta Lynch arrived here at the White House within minutes of those comments for her own private session with President Obama. Brett.
James Rosen live in the North Lawn. James, thank you.